the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge, and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, after a 16-year run where they made the playoffs 15 times and won the NBA title in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks have missed the postseason the last 3 years. But by bringing in 2019 Rookie of the Year Luka Doncic and trading for All-Star Kristaps Porzingis, there's a lot of confidence in Dallas that they will soon be back in the hunt. Kevin?
Seems like they are. Thanks, D.A. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And guys, right now for Dallas, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Montrezl Harrell, and it's Zubac in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. J.J. Barea is out there with Hardaway, and it's Doncic in at the 3. Early part of the season, Brent, did you take a while to get back in the swing of things, or were you ready to go out of the gates?
In order to stay in the NBA, Kevin, no, I could not do that.
Right, yeah.
I could not do that.
You played 14
I know,
years.
But I loved coming into training camp, being in tip-top shape. It really was something I took a lot of pride in, is that I wanted to be going so that our practices for our coaching staff was something we could get through. Now, I understood the role of other guys on the team where it might take a little while for them to get going, but for my mindset and my confidence in the year, I wanted to make sure that the offseason and the work that I was putting in, because that's where players improve the most, I was going to come into camp ready to go.
Good on the bucket. Leonard's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Clippers.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Harrell against Barea. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good.
And last season for the Clippers, it was a collection of smaller guys who played big.
Well, they're very effective with those kind of lineups with shorter, very effective offensive players out there. And Lou Williams being a catalyst for what they were doing, coming off the bench and providing a spark. You know, in the fourth quarter, there was always an opportunity for the Clippers, if the game was close, to rely on Lou Williams to get the job done.
And that one, good.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Barea kicks to Powell. Passes it to Doncic. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Beverly, the pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Barea kicks to Hardaway. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for George.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here is Barea. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Fires from deep, and the 3 ball is good. Porzingis has got 5.
So your 7-3 guy can shoot 3-pointers? Huh, that must be cool.
The pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his 2nd Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Now, here's Doncic. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston. On the wing, Hardaway. To the paint. Here's Powell. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Barea against Beverly. Pass to Powell. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Doncic kicks to Barea. Over Beverly, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. George with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Now here's Beverly. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Leonard looking over the floor. Open and close and nails it. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Leonard with the steal. Tries from 16. They get it again.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game, and don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And that one misses.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Wright in for J.J. Barea.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Right, the pass to Brunson. Over George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis, it's a 2. Dallas again missing. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The 3 from Porzingis buries the long-range jumper. Porzingis has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Dallas. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Williams, passes to Leonard. Over Doncic. Leonard, no luck.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Doncic. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Leonard missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
And they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime, but they really kept their composure in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
And Leonard gets it to go.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. And Doncic, here we go. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on Los Angeles. Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. You know, Brett, there may be more of an emphasis on team defense than ever before. Who are some of the better help defenders that you've scouted in the NBA?
I put Rudy Gobert #1 on this list because when you think about help defense, usually you're yelling it from the perimeter. And the reason that you're yelling it, Kevin, is that the player that you were trying to instruct or move a certain way has gotten by you. And the help call out is for somebody to be at the basket. Rudy Gobert does that better than anybody in the league. That's why the Utah Jazz have a chance to grow and go deeper into the playoffs. They got a back line of defense in Gobert that's pretty tremendous.
I love the guys, and Beverly might be in this category, and Smart might be in this category. They can guard down low. They give a little hedge out top, and then they get back down again where they're supposed to be.
Well, those guys do a great job of harassing out there, Kevin.
Yes,
So it's a little bit different in terms of help defense, on-ball defense, the way that Beverly and Marcus Smart and Paul George to that end are able to pester guys. That's one thing, but I'm yelling help because something's gone terribly wrong. Give me Gobert to fix that.
Here's Doncic. The Clippers getting the bucket. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williams passes to Shamet. Here's Magruder. Brunson covering. Magruder, that's good. And it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Doncic. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Now, Shamet, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams, misses from short range. Here's Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Zubac, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Doncic kicks to Brunson. No good from outside. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Shamet missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
There's 1:34 left to play in the first. Over to the left wing. Here's Zubac. Kleba with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
.109 left in the first quarter of the game. Williams against Wright. Williams can't hit.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Brunson, good.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Pass to Shamet. Zubac with it. Shoots over Marjanovic. Los Angeles with another miss. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Shamet. The Clippers trail. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Jackson, he's checked in for Doncic. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Brunson, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it's Shamet missing. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. In the corner, it's Kleba. Connects from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Shamet on the wing. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got DeLon Wright. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Jackson is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the power forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. First one falls for him. Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like,
it's got
why,
It's
why
got
isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space. Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Now here's Harrell. Kicks it to Williams. Clock at 6. The pass to Harkless. With his first shot attempt, the rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Jackson. And no good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 5. Back to Beverley. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And it's Shamet missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Barea. He had 15 points last outing, and the shot is good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Beverley. 7-point differential. Pass to Shamet. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Harrell. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Right side Hardaway. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Harkless. And George is subbed in for Rodney McGruder. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Barea against Beverley. No good with the layup.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding the trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good.
Now, the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Well, Brent, you look at the explosive numbers George has put up. A lot of it has to do with how he runs the pick and roll.
Incredible at his size and his ability to read the defenses in pick and roll situation. Anytime there's a defender that decides to go under on Paul George from the perimeter, he can let that thing rip from the three-point line. Last year, I think you saw him with the most poise that he's ever played with in his career. I expect that to continue.
Now here's Barea. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Marjanovic. Count it. Good. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Feeds to George. Outside, Green. To the left wing. Now Harrell. 8 points his last outing. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. 5th best, Paul George.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Jackson. George, no good. Here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
He kicks it to Barea. Porzingis passes to Barea. 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. The three-pointer, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The 3 from Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Hardaway. Passes it to Barea. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Barea kicks to Jackson. Back to Barea. Here's Marjanovic. Right side Porzingis. And stolen by Harrell. Here's George. And he hits it to tie the game up. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Porzingis against Harrell. Outside Jackson. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. Great D that time from Green.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Here's Leonard, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dallas calls timeout. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
And Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for J.J. Barea. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Jackson. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Stellar anticipation by Leonard to create the fast break opportunity. That's why he's a perennial defensive player of the year candidate.
Now here's Doncic. He has 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the Blazers matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw missing. good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 3. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Brunson. At the elbow, it's Jackson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The pass to Green. And here's Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Porzingis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Porzingis has got 12 in the game.
And how pretty is that shot for Porzingis? A nice release point and so soft coming off the fingertips.
Outside, Green. Pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. Clippers trail by 3. Beverly with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. George with the bucket.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Here's Doncic. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
They're going to take a little bit more to get Porzingis off of his sweet spot in his offensive game now.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Chalk up 2 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the Mavericks call time here.
In a wise move to call time out there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Clippers also changing it up. Harkless comes in for Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 6. Passes it to Brunson. Leonard brings the double team, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Mavericks. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at the Clippers, they've already become a team you have to stand up and pay attention to. Don't sleep on these guys. They're a dangerous squad.
Well, the reason I think, Greg, they're dangerous is the fact that they're playing with just a ton of confidence right now. And the more wins that they can pile up now, the more cohesive they're going to be.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Williams.
We've seen this before from Lou Williams. Jumper very consistent.
Now here's Wright. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Down low. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Now here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. Doncic, no good. Outside, George kicks to Williams. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Wright, the pass to Brunson. Back to Wright. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw good from Doncic. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And he can't hit the second.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And it's Shamet missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Wright. The putback. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Shamet, offensive rebound.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Free throw drops for Wright. He hits both from the stripe. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 16 points and 8 rebounds. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
The Clippers trail. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Hardaway kicks to Barea. It's tipped. Leonard against Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Second chance shot. The shot by Harkless, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Beverley with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Beverley, the pass to Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
Up top, Barea. 6 points for him. Hardaway finds Barea. Second shot opportunity. Fades. Dallas, no good that time either. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Leonard, the pass to Harkless. Over Hardaway. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Barea against Beverley. Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Tipped away. Stolen by George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And he makes the first.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional 2-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Now here's Doncic. He's got 7. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Dallas no good that time either.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lob pass to George.
They are just killing him on the interior.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Now Barea. 6 points for him. Doncic outside. Hardaway against George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Doncic. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Leonard, no luck. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Hardaway. Excellent D there from George.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
To the paint, here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Right side, Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Talk about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Harrell kicks to McGruder. Right side, George. Powell with the steal. Here's Doncic. Yep, it counts. Doncic has got his third basket of the night. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
Here's Harrell after Luka Doncic's bucket. 5 to shoot. Here's George. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is just a tremendous athlete. He spots a great route to the rim and doesn't settle.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's George. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Beverly against Barea. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Now the dish to George. With the shot. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Barea. He's got 8. On the wing, Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free.
Can't be lazy around Patrick Beverly. He's going to get you down low with hands. That time, he blocks a shot.
But they get it back. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Porzingis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging 21 points per game, 9 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Wright in for J.J. Barea. Harrell down low. Guarded by Doncic. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Luka Doncic. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Wright. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Free throw drops for Wright. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And to have someone, Brent, with the size and the strength of Green play with the energy he does, it's a huge boost to any team.
Yeah, lots of talk last year about JaMychal Green really stepping into his own, starting to really own what it is he can do to impact any given game. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's traveled around a little bit between San Antonio and Memphis, but his role with the Clippers last year really put him in a nice spot for him to show off his skill set.
It's Jackson with the drive. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams against Wright. Williams passes to Harrell. Over Jackson. And the shot is long. Mavericks trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Williams. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. George with the bucket. Dallas shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. To the left side wing. The shot from 20 feet away. Brunson, no good. Clippers leading by 10. On the wing, Williams. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 11. The shot by Powell, no good. George looking around. Stolen by Brunson. And Wright, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got 7 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Harrell. Now Shamet. Shoots from 12. Nobody near Williams. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Right inside. Working on Williams. And it's Wright missing.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now, Wright. Paul George missing from long range. Brunson kicks to Wright. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 10.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Williams. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Harrell. Outside, George. Over in the corner, Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Wright. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Williams passes to Green. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. For Los Angeles, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
6 on the shot clock. Tries again. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. In the 3rd spot, Kawhi Leonard.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, if you don't have great shot blocking ability, you can make up with it with physical play and great timing. They can climb the ladder when they need to defend shots like that.
He throw good, Lou Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Now here's Wright. 10 points for him. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Los Angeles leading by 12. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Leonard. Doncic with the steal. Here's Brunson. Finished off the break. Brunson's got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
41 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Up top, Leonard, guarded by Doncic, and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Now, here's Shamet. Brunson covering. 6 to shoot. Harrell finds Harkless. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. It's rebounded by Dallas.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
On the wing, Williams. Over Wright. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Mavericks trail by 8. DeJuan Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Kleba in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And Wright kicks to Kleba. He gets it in there. Kleba's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Mavs. Los Angeles leading by 6. Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Got a piece of it. Harkless with the steal. Here's Shamet. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Doncic right side. There's the pass to Brunson. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. They're leading by 8. And the Clippers call time here. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Barea subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Landry Shamet. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
The free throw drops for Zubac. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Leonard inside, guarded by Doncic. Here's Zubac. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Porzingis passes to Barea. Back to Porzingis. He kicks to Barea. 6 on the shot clock. Great D that time from Harrell. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. It's Williams with the drive. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Right outside. To the middle. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The Clippers in the lead. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Barea. And it's good for 2. 33 points for Leonard.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Kleba. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, the closer Porzingis gets to the basket, the more aggressive he becomes, and for good reason. He's going to get fouled.
And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to that like, oh, I did something wrong. Yeah. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side up. I know you saw it. Everybody does it.
It sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin. That quite
did
frankly.
you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Knocked loose and stolen by Wright. Doncic against Beverly. Porzingis kicks to Barea. Back to Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Doncic, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Pass to Leonard. Fader on the way. Kept alive. Zubac. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Barea, the pass to Porzingis. He misses the free throw.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for Wright. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Pass to Powell. To the inside. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
So Porzingis can post you up, he can face you up, he can penetrate from outside. This kid is impressive.
And the Clippers have possession. And here's Beverly. Fires it up. Mavericks with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively. Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 8. Outside Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
Leonard hits them both. For Dallas, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside Hardaway. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Now the pass to Barea. He dishes it to Hardaway. Dallas again missing. Clippers leading by 10. Leonard attacking. Goes back up, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Hardaway passes to Powell. From 7, shoots over Zubac. The shot by Powell, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Doncic, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Ryan Brokoff's checked in for Dallas. The free throw drops for Leonard. And the Mavericks making a change here. Light's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Now here's Barea. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. There's the dish to Wright. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And George kicks to Harrell. Here's Leonard, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 43 points.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Wright, the pass to Hardaway. Back to Wright. Passes it to Powell. The tray. And it's Wright missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
So smooth. The little pump fake, get the defender in the air. As if Leonard wasn't hard enough to cover, he's adding that to his game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Wright with it. Outside for Barea over Williams. That one a little long.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And yes, it's good.
Harrell will do whatever it takes to grab some of those buckets down low.
Now here's Wright. Outside Hardaway. For 3. It's hauled in by George. George has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oh, Leonard in position. Offensive rebound. Mavericks trail by 17. Here's Wright. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George. And he makes the first. And so Wright nails both of them. Now Williams. Poked loose and stolen by Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's Williams. There's the triple. Cans it from downtown. Williams has got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, you got to honor Lou Williams' shot from deep, especially if he's got other things going offensively. Has a great feel for when to pull the trigger.
Barea with it. Now guarded by Harrell. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 16th rebound on the night.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Inside. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 17. Here's Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. For the Clippers, JaMychal Green comes in for Harrell, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. That free throw good from Porzingis. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Here's Beverley. Pass to Zubac. There's the feed to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, it's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
Now here's Wright. Out to Porzingis. Over Beverley. Porzingis can't hit. Clippers leading by 17. And here's Beverley. Outside Leonard. To the middle, Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kawhi Leonard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Now here's George following the miss by Porzingis. The fader. The shot, no good.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Beverley. Over in the corner, Green from downtown. Powell pulls it in. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Porzingis, that's a 2, but they'll get another chance. Hardaway finds Wright. Back to Hardaway. Over Leonard. Hardaway, no good. Beverly with the ball. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He's off on the first.
I think Patrick Beverly, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
And he's good on the second. Three-pointer right, off target. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.